Midnight here with another special report. Say what you will about seasonal creep, but I love Halloween. The spooky atmosphere, the creepy pictures at the cinema, and gorging yourself on all manner of sugary candy. While I might play second fiddle to December, it's definitely one of the most wonderful times of the year. So when the higher-ups asked me to cover some Halloween-themed Kit Kats, I darn near did a backflip. What could be better than a quintessential American treat under the guise of the most fun holiday since Al Capone danced to Charleston on a flagpole? Okay, so that's a bit far-fetched. Technically, Kit Kat hails from the UK, originating back in 1911 when Rowntree's, a confectionery company based in York, England, trademarked two different spellings of Kit Kat. In the 1920s, they used that name for a box of chocolate crisps, though that version was soon discontinued. And then in 1935, a Rowntree employee suggested the company, quote, make a snack that a man could take to work in his pack. That became the Rowntree's Chocolate Crisp, which in 1937 was renamed to the Kit Kat Chocolate Crisp. Amazingly, for such a popular American treat, it didn't officially reach these shores until the Hershey Company introduced it in 1970. And the slogan we're all familiar with didn't come about until 13 years earlier when an intrepid ad man by the name of Donald Giles came up with the mantra, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Kit Kat's always been one of my favorite classic pieces of edible Americana, alongside Snickers, Milky Way, and Hershey's, to the point where it's easy to forget that the former was actually created across the pond. Either way, it's a childhood favorite of mine, and I'm not so big a purist that, well, I am, but I'm willing to make an exception for Kit Kat Witch's Brew and Kit Kat Pumpkin Pie. I'll start with the Witch's Brew, which includes crispy wafers covered in marshmallow-flavored cream, colored green, of course. I'm not quite sure how marshmallows relate to witches. Marshmallows actually seem to be the go-to flavor for American snacks and beverages that are indiscernible. Like Coke's slate of creations, whatever they're supposed to be. But I will give Hershey's credit for trying something different. Kinda. And not just relying on food coloring. So I'll rate the Kit Kat Witch's Brew 4 snazzy spoons out of 5. The next one falls under the much beloved and equally hated umbrella of pumpkin spice. It's become hip to hate on this lightning rod of a seasonal flavor. That European fop has mixed feelings on the matter, and judging by what I've seen on the interwebs, many folks are ashamed to admit they like it. Kit Kat Pumpkin Pie includes the normal crispy wafers with an orange exterior, and while the Witch's Brew is a bit questionable, this one is spot on. Apart from the original Kit Kat and Kit Kat Dark, I can't imagine a better alternative than this. The pumpkin pie cream coating is all the signature elements of pumpkin spice, so cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and that plus a liberal amount of sweetness goes beautifully with the wafer filling. This is everything I hoped the holiday special edition could be, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. So I rate Kit Kat Pumpkin Pie 5 snazzy spoons out of 5. Thanks for joining me for another special report. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my televisual program, and I'll see you next time. This is Jimmy Midnight signing off.